Thanks for joining us tonight at 5, where we start tonight by looking into the death of a cleaning crew worker in Boone County.
So we're told it could be days until we hear if the prosecutor will file charges after the woman was shot outside someone's front door. We know many of you have questions while you wait for this decision.
Jenna Webster joins us now live in studio, and she's been looking into what prosecutors have to consider in this case. And this is one that people have pretty strong feelings about.
Yeah, absolutely. We do know the prosecutor is spending this week reviewing all the evidence in this case from last week. His office says the case involves some pretty complex facts and unique circumstances, and he has to weigh that against Indiana's stand your ground law.
As family and a community mourn the death of Maria Florinda Rios Perez, calls for justice continue with questions why the prosecutor hasn't filed charges against the person accused of shooting her. Whitestown Police say Perez was killed outside this home after her cleaning crew went to the wrong address. Someone inside the home shot her through the front door.
These are very complex, very, culturally controversial cases, and there's always losers no matter whatever the outcome.
Jody Madeira is a law professor at IU. She says prosecutors have to consider Indiana's self-defense law, specifically its stand your ground statute.
You must be in a place where you have a right to be. You must not have instigated or provoked the situation. You must have a reasonable fear of bodily harm or worse. And you must use force that's reasonable or proportionate to the situation.
In Indiana, if someone claims self-defense, the prosecution has the burden of proof. In this case, it means proving the person in the home was not in fear and not at risk of serious bodily harm.
And the most important evaluation of that total evaluation of self-defense or stand your ground is that reasonableness standard.
Katie Jackson Lindsay is 13 News legal expert and a criminal defense attorney.
It gets a little bit gray where a person is in a situation like this and they're forced to make a decision, a snap-second decision in the moment as to whether or not that level of force is necessary.
She says Boone County prosecutors are likely looking at every fact because every detail can make a difference.
It might be reasonable if that person was jiggling the handle versus if they were simply ringing the doorbell. So it could turn on just one simple fact.
Madeira says claiming self-defense in a shooting can also make a civil lawsuit harder for the family of the person who was shot, especially if they died. That's because the family likely can't speak directly to the facts of the incident.
We expect to learn the Boone County prosecutor's charging decision either late this week or early next week. The prosecutor sent us a statement saying in part, quote, "Justice requires patience, and we ask for the community's understanding as we work diligently to reach the right decision under Indiana law."